Hi, beautiful butterflies. So today I have something really fun planned for us to be able to do. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the seasons, and then I'm going to go into spring because that's the season that we're currently in. And then we're going to be learning about the rain cycle and how rain works. And we're going to be learning a few signs along the way, American signs. And then we're going to do a rainfall experiment. So we've got a lot packed into this one video, but we're going to get it done pretty quickly, I'm sure. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was seasons. So we have 4 seasons that we go through the process of repeating every year. There's winter when it's cold, there's spring when it gets warmer, summer when it gets hot, and fall when it gets cool again. So these seasons are constantly in cycle, which means they start at the beginning and then they end and then they start all over again. So right now we're in spring, and spring is the warm season. And what happens is that the weather starts changing. It starts to rain a bit more, and we start getting more of our blossoming flowers and trees and plants of all kinds. So since rain is so important to spring, I decided that we should talk a little bit about rain and do a fun experiment together. Okay, so rain. Here is a picture of the cycle of rain and how it works. Okay, so you can see here, I have down here below, there's a body of water. And so the sign for water is this, water. Okay, and then over here, we've got our trees, okay? Trees, the sign for that is tree, like this. And then, if you look up in the sky, you see the sun hiding behind the clouds. So the sign that we're gonna learn is cloud, ready? Cloud is like this, like a big, cushiony, fluffy thing that you can feel. And then, last but not least, is rain. Rain, the sign is this. So it's just kind of a bend your fingers a little bit and pretend rain is falling down. So here's the rain cycle. So we start here with the rain. The rain comes out of the clouds, as you can see, and the rain falls down onto the ground, and it seeps into the water, and it seeps on the grass, and then it goes into the all over the place, and it even can get in the trees and everything. So once the rain stops and the sun comes back out, then the rain starts to disappear. And what happens is that's called evaporation. Right here, it says evaporation. So when it evaporates, that means it's kind of disappearing into the atmosphere, and it's going up into the sky, into the clouds. So when it gets to the clouds, that's when condensation happens. The clouds start collecting all that water, and then it starts to expand, and it gets so heavy. And then once all the clouds have that water, some of them will start to turn gray, and then they'll start raining the water out. And that's called precipitation. Right here it says precipitation. That's what the rain does. It precipitates and it comes down. And so this is a constant cycle. So as you can see, so you start with the rain, and then it goes on the ground, and then it evaporates into the clouds, and then the clouds get condensation, and then we go back to the rainfall process all over again. So now that we know a little bit about the way rain works, I thought it'd be really fun to do an experiment. So what you need for this experiment, you can get a jar of water and fill it a little bit above halfway. And then you can use either shaving cream, pom-poms, or white cotton balls, or you could use paper towels. So I'm deciding to use shaving cream because that's what I personally found works the best. So if you have that, I recommend it, but you can try to improvise with other things. And then last but not least, you'll need food coloring. But again, if you don't have food coloring, then you could maybe take a glass of water and put some blue paint or some kind of blue liquid in, and then mix it, and that might work too. Okay, so first we're going to take the shaving cream and we're going to pour it into the glass. Ready? There we go. Now, I'm going, see that? Those are the clouds on top. All right, so I've got the clouds on top of the water. And then we're gonna put some blue food coloring. That's gonna represent the rain, and watch what happens when I put this onto the cloud. Ready? So I'm dripping it a few times. I'm gonna keep going until we start to see something happening. Do you guys see what's happening in the water? What color is it starting to turn? Blue. So you see, that's the cloud, and the rain is coming down to the bottom, and that's how the rain works. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this experiment. Feel free to try it at home, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. All right, love you, butterflies.